Hey, how y'all doing? Hey there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. If you are new here, my name is Crystal. If you were not new, then yeah, it's been a minute. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I have been MIA, as you can see. I think I haven't posted on here since February, the beginning of February. So sorry about the abrupt MIA-ness. That's what this video is for. I'm here to update you guys, let you guys know kind of what's been going on. I had not planned on taking a break from YouTube. It just happened. You know, y'all know how life gets. You know, life just be getting the best of you. Or I shouldn't say getting the best of you. Life just continues on, and sometimes, you know, you just get busy. I don't have any reason, y'all, any kind of excuse. I just been busy. Okay, so but I appreciate those of you who are still hanging on, still with me, still you know, rocking with me. I appreciate it, because this is probably the longest I've ever gone without posting a video here on YouTube since I started posting consistently back in 2020. So I think it's been probably about 5 months since I posted, so that's the longest that I've gone as far as a streak of not posting here. And I've missed it. I really have. Every time I've gotten to the point where I was gonna film something, you know, I just, you know, something came up or just didn't feel it. You know, I don't believe in coming on here and just forcing myself to do something when I'm just not feeling it, because you guys will be able to tell, you know, and I want to put forth my best self and my best effort when I'm making these videos, because I know you guys are taking time out of your busy schedules and whatnot to take the time to watch these videos. So I want to make sure that I give you guys high quality, high value content. So I don't want to just force myself into doing anything. So it's taking me a minute to get back in it, but hopefully I'm back. All right, and I'm already off to a bad start because I had to erase some footage off of this camera. So I'm already off to a bad start. Y'all just bear with me. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and trying to figure things out, because I haven't touched technology for real, other than my phone, in a while. Like, I haven't even been posted on TikTok. I don't post on Instagram because I just don't understand Instagram anymore. But I've just mainly been a consumer of content rather than a creator of content. So y'all bear with me as I try to transition back into the swing of things. So, but yeah, like I said, today is just gonna be, I'm gonna, you know, share with you guys basically what I've been doing these past few months that I've been MIA. I have definitely been living life. Nothing bad has happened. You know how sometimes when creators, they go missing, I say missing, but they, you know, they are offline for a while and they come back and we think something bad has happened. Really, nothing bad happened. Ain't nothing bad happened to me. You know, my family's still doing well, my children are still doing well, my husband's doing fine. We are great. Okay, so nothing bad has happened. That's not why I was MIA. Just like I said, just living life. So we're gonna backtrack. I have my phone here because I've been shooting content and you know, recording content. I just ain't been posting it. So I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go take it way back to April. I didn't do anything in March. I think, like I said, the last video was in February. March was kind of busy. I had like a lot of church events and things like that going on in March, as well as me and my husband, we celebrated our I gotta do the math in my head, y'all, 23 years. I think that's right. We got married in 2003. It's 2006. So yeah, or it's 2026. So yeah, 23 years. We just celebrated 23 years in March. So that was a huge, you know, milestone for us. But to celebrate that, we actually, did we go out to eat? Yeah, I think we went out to eat. I'm not sure. But really, to celebrate that occasion, we actually went on a cruise. That wasn't really our anniversary gift to each other, I guess. But we went there, went to the Bahamas in April. So that's mainly what I did for the month of April, amongst other things. But that was the biggest thing that we did this year, that we've done so far this year. That was a huge vacation trip for us. Me and my husband and my daughter went. It was her spring break. It just worked out where we had the trip booked around the same time that she was on her spring break. Unfortunately, my son is in college, so their spring break typically is around March, so he wasn't able to go, but we still had fun. Me, my husband, my daughter, and then one of the ladies from our church. We all went. because it initially started out as a church trip, and y'all know how that is, people back out for whatever reason, things happen. So it ended up just being the 4 of us, which was fine. We still had a beautiful time. I'm going to share with you guys the footage. We went to the Bahamas. We went to the port that we actually went to board the ship was Port Canaveral, so close to Orlando. So that's what we did. We drove down to Orlando on a Friday. We hung out in Orlando for a couple of days, because our boarding was on a Sunday in April. I think the second week in April, I'm not sure at this point. But we left on a Friday, stayed down there in Orlando, kind of piddled around on a Saturday, and then got on the ship on Sunday. So but yeah, we had a beautiful time, wonderful experience. How about I just share you guys the footage? As you will see, because we were there for like 4 days, I think, or the cruise was like 4 or 5 days, from a Sunday to Friday. So as you'll see, the footage kind of gets less and less, because as the days went on, we kind of a little bit tired, and I just wanted to enjoy the trip. The first day I got a lot of footage, so let me just show you guys the footage from the first day. I'll insert it now. All right, so that was day 1. So that was obviously boarding day, or embarkation is what they call it. I don't know, girl, I don't know the terms. That's when you get on the ship. That's when you board. So we got on pretty fast. By the way, we got on the Utopia of the Seas, or Utopia by the Seas, or Utopia of the Seas. I definitely should have wrote all this down before I started this video, but anywho, Utopia of the Seas. Yeah, Utopia of the Seas is the carnival, or the ship that we went on, which is Royal Caribbean. So like I said, this is our first, I don't know if I mentioned that, this is our first cruise. I definitely didn't mention that. So yes, this was our first cruise. We've never been on a cruise, and we'd always heard people, tell us about their experiences, and like, yeah, you gotta go on a cruise. It's the best experience ever. Once you go on a cruise, you'll never want to go or vacation any other kind of way. And I see why they say that, because literally everything is on the ship. We didn't really have to leave the ship, and if honestly, we really didn't leave the ship that much, because the weather wasn't the best. It was sunny, I think, the first day. No, it wasn't. It rained the first day. I think the second day the weather was better, but most of the days we were there, it was rainy, on and off. So which is fine, because there's a lot of activities to do on the ship. So if you ever go on a cruise, you've never been, or if you have been before, I mean, there's no need to even get off the ship once they go to the different ports, unless you just want to. Like, there's plenty to do on the ship. So yeah, the first day was just us boarding, and then we kind of took a tour of the ship, and which is a huge ship. This is one of their bigger ones, I guess. And so when we got on there, we immediately took our stuff to the room, and then just kind of went around and kind of to see what we could see. And yeah, it was really nice. The first day was really nice. And yeah, so we just kind of toured the ship the first day, and then we had went to dinner that night, because every night, you can either go to your reserved spot, because every I guess when you book, you already have reservations each night to go in like I think it's the main dining hall, I think, and you have your own table for the entire time you're there. That's your assigned table, which is great because you don't have to worry about having to rush to go get a seat. You know, you already know your table's ready, you just have to go. So that was an option, or you can just go to one of the other dining spots on the ship. You can go to, I think, the like cafeteria type of thing. I don't know what you call it now at this point, because like I said, this was in April, so a lot of stuff I have forgotten, and the only way I can remember is just looking at these pictures. But yeah, so the first day we did main dining, and yeah, the food was great. 10 out of 10. The food every night that we were there, I don't think I ever had a night where the food was just horrible. I'm trying to see if I have a picture of the food that we ate. I don't think I do, and I don't know why I don't, but the food was great. I don't remember what I had, but it was good. The food was really good the first night. So and then as far as like what I wore, each night there was like a theme that you can go by. I can't remember what the first night was. I think one night was like toga night, one night was like formal. I think the second night was formal. The first night I think was just casual. But this is the outfit. You can barely see it because it was kind of dark in there, but the dress that I have on, it is from Zara. It's like a green gingham print, as you can see, but it was like a army green, and then I have like a little sweater because it was still, even though, you know, we were in the you know, the Bahamas, the weather still was kind of mild, so it wasn't like too hot, and it wasn't too cold. Like there was a breeze, so I knew to like pack me some sweaters just in case. So I'm gonna have on top or draped over my shoulder this green polo sweater from Ralph Lauren, and then my shoes, those are old, a little shell necklace to kind of go with the theme. I had braids. You guys might have seen in my birthday vlog. I think I have a birthday vlog where I shared with you guys. I got some knotless or boho knotless braids that were I think they were blonde. I ended up taking those out before I went on this trip, this Bahamas trip, or this cruise, and just got black. So that's what you're seeing. You'll see my hair in like black boho knotless braids. So but yeah, so that's the first day. Like I said, we just explored the ship, kind of hung around the ship. Yeah, went out to eat, you know, went to dinner. So first day was definitely an eye-opener, and it definitely is a very nice ship, like a very nice ship. If you've never gone on a cruise, I recommend Royal Caribbean, because I've heard between the ones like Carnival is like Carnival is, yeah, it's not as nice as Royal Caribbean. So this is with this being our first time, we was a little spoiled. So I don't know if I want to take a chance with Carnival, because I'm spoiled now with Royal Caribbean. Obviously I want to try all the different all the different types of ships, or the different lines, I guess. But Royal Caribbean is definitely, it was 10 out of 10. Specifically the Utopia of the Seas, which isn't the biggest one that they have. They have another one. I think it's Icon of the Seas. It's huge. It's even bigger than the Utopia. So, but anyway, so that's the first night, and then the second night was port day. So we ported at Nassau. That was the day that we had the most activity going on, because we pretty much stayed on the island pretty much all day. We got a tour. We ended up paying for like a tour, like a little guided tour around certain spots. So, but anywho, I will show you that footage now. All right, so that was our second day. So like I said, that was at Nassau, and like I said, we took a little guided tour around the island, or certain parts of the island. Our guide, he was really nice. I can't remember what his name was, but he was just really nice. He wasn't a huge fan of Trump. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I don't get into politics when it comes to, I don't get into politics, period. I don't like to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, we enjoyed, we ended up getting like a few, went to this rum cake place and got a few like little samples of some rum cake. I got this kind of water. It was intriguing. I don't know, it tasted okay. It just tasted like water. It was like an alkaline water from the Bahamas, so it was pretty good. And then after that, we went to some of the places that we did go to that I don't think I have footage of. We went to this place that sell teas. I should have gotten some teas from there, but I didn't. But we went to like a place where they sell like little teas that we could have took back. And then we went to Atlantis. I've always wanted to go there, you know, but I must say when we did get there, I was a little underwhelmed because I mean, it's old. Like, it's been there for I don't know how long, in the 90s maybe, I don't know. But I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but you can tell it's old and it needs to be updated a little bit, the exterior anyway. But it was very beautiful hotel, and they have like little shops in there, so we just kind of walked around. We didn't buy anything obviously, but we kind of walked around in there. They had like a little casino in there that was really nice. The outfit that I wore around, like kind of walking around, I'll show the outfit now. This is from Amazon. It's like a little two-piece set. As you can see, it's like a crochet kind of fabric. I love this little two-piece set. They come in different colors, and by the way, anything that I wore, because a lot of the things that I did wear on this trip were new, so whatever I do share with you guys, if it is still available, probably the stuff from Amazon will be available. I'll link it down below for you guys. This was a perfect like resort wear type of vibe. And then underneath it, I just had on a bathing suit that's kind of like a one shoulder type of situation. It was just, I think it was just black and white if I'm not mistaken. And then I just had like a little raffia bag. I had my Chanel sunglasses, just like a black kind of raffia hat, and like some slides that are these are Hermes dupes that I got from Belk several years ago. I have them in a million colors at this point. So, but I just really love this outfit. It definitely fit the occasion. I think I wore a bathing suit with this cover up, with this two-piece cover up, because I was planning on maybe getting to getting in the water, but that didn't happen. Like, we stopped at this one place where we could get like some snacks or something, and it had like the beach was just right there where we could get in the water, but nobody really was getting in the water. So I was like, nah, let me just wait, because we had another day, the next day we went to, or I was thinking, you know, since the next day we're going to Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's own private island. I figured I'd swim that day. Anyway, we'll get into that in just a minute. But anyway, that's why I ended up not swimming, because I was like, well, we'll swim tomorrow. But yeah, I love this little two-piece set. This was just such a chic outfit, just to kind of walk around, and you really couldn't see anything because it's like the top is very long. So yeah, I was comfortable riding around in it, or walking around, riding around. I didn't feel uncomfortable or anything. A lot of us had like bathing suits on with like cover up, so it wasn't uncomfortable, but it definitely was a nice experience. And we went to this like little fort type of thing. I think I showed you guys the footage of that. It was like a little fort kind of thing. This is where actually we stopped to kind of walk on the beach, if you will, and then we got like little snacks. But there was a lady there that was showing us or giving us like a commentary, if you will, of this little fort type of thing. It was like an old fort. They showed like a little cannon and everything like that. So I think it's called Fort Montague, Captain Peter Henry Bruce or something like that. I don't remember. Again, like I said, this was in April, so I definitely don't remember what she said. But anyway, it had something to do with America and something. I don't know, girl. But anyway, and then we went to kind of ride around some more of the areas there. It's just really nice. It's a really nice area. There was one area where they had like little what do they call them, like little umbrellas, like colorful umbrellas that we kind of walked around. So very pretty, very pretty area. We definitely enjoyed ourselves that day. And then later on that night, of course, we had dinner. So I'll show you guys, pop up on the screen, the dinner outfit. I think this was formal night, I think. I'm not sure what night this was, but like I said, each night was a different theme as far as what you wear. It's not mandatory, but you know, I like to kind of stay on theme as much as I can if there is a theme with something, just to kind of, you know, keep it, you know, keep within theme. But I think this night was formal night. But anyway, so as you can see, two-piece set. I have this two-piece set that I got from Zara. It's like a satiny kind of material, and it's like a jacket, like a bomber jacket that came with like this matching skirt and like this kind of bronzy color. It was very pretty. And then I just wore like a little lace cami top underneath it. I think that's also from Amazon. And then I had this chunky pendant necklace from Zara. And then I had a scarf. The scarf I had on, it's from Ralph Lauren. I just kind of tied it to kind of look like a little headband. And then my bag, that is old, from Mango. My shoes, those are from Amazon. They're like a Laya dupe, like these mesh ballet flats. So yeah, so I think this was formal night. I could be wrong, but I think this was formal night, because I feel like this is more of like a formal outfit. But I don't think that two-piece set is still available, because I got it, I want to say I got it in March. So it's probably, you know, it's from Zara, so I'm pretty sure it's not still available. So and I don't think I took a picture of the food we had. Oh yes, oh I did. Okay, and then the food that we had, it was so good. I think this was one of the nights that we had booked to go to one of the restaurants. So I can't remember which restaurant it was, y'all. I am so sorry. But the food was delicious. I mean, everything they brought out was so good. This particular dish, I think I only have a video of one of the dishes. I think this was snails, or what was this? I don't know what it was, girl. But it was delicious. Like I said, everything was a 10 out of 10. And the dessert was really good too. But yeah, so that was the second day. Like I said, that was us when we were in Nassau. And a lot of people don't have bad things to say about Nassau, talking about how, you know, the people, when you get off, and how people are like getting you to buy stuff. And I mean, I could see how that could be annoying to some people, but you also have to understand that these people, this is how they make money, you know, and you know, closed mouths don't get fed. So this is how these people make money. You know, they're not as fortunate, okay, as we are here in the States. And it can be off-putting if you're not used to that. People, you know, asking you, you know, if you want to buy this, if you want to buy that, because that did happen when you got off the ship. It did happen. People were asking you, did you want to buy this, you want to take this tour, you know. But this is how these people make money. This is a touristy area, so that's just what it is. It wasn't annoying to us, you know. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but like I said, I could see how some people would be off-putting to it, and would just want to stay on the ship. If you don't want to hassle, deal with that, then fine. I mean, we just said no, and nobody bothered us. We was like, no, that's okay, thank you. And they just went about their business, you know. Nobody was like trying to hustle us, you know, and you know what I mean, and just like too overbearing to where it was disrespectful. I will say that. So, but like I said, before we went, I was on TikTok, the cruise side of TikTok, and a lot of people were saying these negative things about Nassau when you're going on a cruise specifically, and how, you know, people would, you know, pester them to buy stuff. I mean, this is how these people make a living, so you know, it is what it is. But anyway, so that was day 2. And then day 3 was our port day at Coco Cay, which is, like I said, it's the Bahamas or Royal Caribbean's own private island. It's just an island where you can go and eat. It's also where you can go lay out on the beach. We went out there for probably an hour before it started raining. I don't have a lot of footage, but I'll show you some of the footage right now. Okay, that's all the footage I got for the Coco, you know, perfect day. I think they call it perfect day at Coco Cay. Perfect day at Coco Cay did not happen, because like I said, we got out there and it was already cloudy, so we was hoping that maybe the clouds would kind of go away, you know, and let the sun shine. But that didn't happen. It started to rain, so we just went back on the ship. We were out there probably for an hour. Yeah, we went out there long enough to enjoy it. Plus it was windy, so it was a little chilly too. So yeah, we didn't stay out there, unfortunately. So we went back on the ship and just kind of enjoyed the ship a little bit. My daughter, she ended up playing a little bit of basketball because she plays travel basketball. If you guys don't know that, I don't know if I've shared that with you guys, but this summer, that's another reason why I've kind of been busy. It's been one thing seems like after the next. So anyway, she plays travel basketball, so she was playing a little bit of basketball when we got back, and then later on that night we went and got something to eat. We went to the formal dining area where we would have assigned seats, and the food that night was good. I think it was Caribbean night. I think we had like some chicken. I had like some jerk chicken or something like that with like some rice and peas. What else was on that plate? Oh my gosh, that was so, plantains. They had some plantains on there and like a little biscuit. That food was delicious. And then they had like this little thing where they would they were like celebrating the chefs, or I forgot what you call it. I'll show the footage here so you guys can see. But yeah, so they just had the different chefs come out, and where we're just kind of like applauding them, you know, and just kind of thanking them for, you know, there's such good food and such good service. So I forgot what you call it, but it was just mainly a parade for the chefs that were cooking our food. So that was really sweet, and they happy where you kind of get your napkin and kind of like do like this with it. So that was fun. It kind of added to the whole experience and everything. So, but yeah, so that was day 3. So it was not very eventful. I think that whole day we just kind of hung out on the ship, and just me and my husband just kind of lounged around. And like I said, it was raining still. Like it stopped a little bit, but it didn't stop enough to where we would you know, what we were thinking, let's go back. Let's go back down to the beach. So we just stayed on the ship. I forgot, we also went and saw a lot of the shows, which I hate I didn't get footage of that. I don't know why I didn't get footage of the shows. I don't know if maybe they wouldn't allow you to take footage of the shows or what. But we went to an aqua show. It was where they would, they had the different performers that were like diving and that kind of thing. So that was really fun. We went to one show on ice. That was okay. That probably wasn't my favorite, but definitely the aqua show where they had like divers and things like that. That show was definitely fun. We also went to another show where they were just dancing. I didn't like that one. That definitely was my least favorite one, but definitely the aqua show was my favorite, top tier. If you ever, I think well, maybe Royal Caribbean do this type of show, or maybe it's just specific for what is the ship? Y'all forgive me. Oasis of the Seas. Is it Oasis of the Seas? Y'all bear with me. Yeah, Oasis of the Seas. Oasis of the Seas. Am I saying that right? Anyway, I don't know if it's just specific for Utopia of the Seas. I don't know why I said Oasis. Utopia. I don't know if it's specific for Utopia of the Seas or not, because there isn't an Oasis of the Seas. I think that's why I said that, because there is also an Oasis of the Seas. But I don't know if this particular show is just for Utopia or not, or if it's for Royal Caribbean. But that was the best one. If you ever go on Utopia, definitely check out the water show or the aqua show. It definitely was loads and loads of fun, very entertaining. So like I said, I don't know why I didn't get footage of that. Maybe my husband did, but I didn't get any footage of that, because I don't know if you were able to even record in there. But anyway, but like I said, I didn't get a lot of footage because I just really wanted to just enjoy the moment. Because you know, when you go on vacation, especially when you go somewhere that you've never been before, you just want to be present and in the moment. You know, you don't want to be out recording. But anyway, so that was like I said, day 3. And then our very last day, we was what was it? What do you call it? Where you just stay on the ship? Cruise day, I guess. So this was the cruise day where we were cruising back to our port. So we didn't do a whole lot that day either. Like I said, as the days go on, you saw the footage got less and less. I think we were worn out at this point. Plus it rained the entire day. So, and we'd already seen all the shows that we wanted to see. Of course we walked around and kind of you know, enjoyed the sights and whatnot, or enjoyed the ship as much as we could. But yeah, the rain definitely kind of put a stop on a lot of things. We did a little bit of shopping too, because they have areas in there where you can shop, and we got souvenirs. I think this particular day, the last day, we went and got some souvenirs, like some t-shirts and things like that. I got some t-shirts for my son. I was gonna get some perfume because it's cheaper. I think it's tax-free if I'm not mistaken on the ship, and I was gonna get it, and I hate I didn't get any perfume because it was like luxury perfume, so at a very, very, very reasonable price, much so less than what I typically would pay as far as like going to Sephora. So that's one thing I regret getting, or regret not getting, is the perfumes. We did have a lot of souvenirs, like I said, t-shirts, and we took home some rum cake. We did a lot of shopping actually before we left to go get on the ship. That's Saturday, I want to say. Yeah, that Saturday we spent most of the day at Disney Springs. I don't have any footage of that, I don't believe. Do I have any footage of that? No, I just have a footage of the outfit that I wore that particular day, which I'll pop it on the screen here. It was just a cardigan that I got from Lacoste. That's actually one of the things I purchased at the at Disney Springs. They have a Lacoste store. We went in there and we did a little bit of shopping. But yeah, we went to Disney Springs that Saturday before we left to go get on the ship. So this is the outfit that I wore. Like I said, the sweater is from Lacoste. Underneath it, the little vest that I have, that's from ASOS. The pants, I think those are from H&M. My shoes, those are belt slides. So that's the outfit that I wore. Oh, the handbag, my handbag, that is from Zara. So yeah, so that was the outfit that we wore Saturday night after we got back from Disney Springs. So like I said, I don't have any footage of Disney Springs because we just walked around and kind of shopped. So besides that, we didn't do a whole lot of shopping, or we didn't take back a whole lot of souvenirs. But yeah, the last day, here's the footage of the last day, literally 2 clips. Yeah, and those 2 clips were just of us, me and my husband. Just like I said, we lounged around for the majority of the day because it rained most of the day. We went to the solarium, which is like an enclosed area mainly for adults, although our daughter went in there because she kind of looks like an adult. But we just hung out in there because, like I said, it's a closed-in space. It's like closed in, so even though it was raining, we didn't get wet or anything because it's enclosed. So yeah, we just hung out there for most of the day. Like I said, we went a little bit, you know, went like perusing around some of the shops, and also we went to as far as like snacks, because all the food for the most part is included. Drinks are not. If you want to get anything other than like water or juice, you have to pay for a drink package, which we did not do. We ended up taking water with us because yeah, one of the young ladies that went with us, she's been on several cruises, and she was like, you don't want to drink the water. Like you may want to even brush your teeth with bottled water. So we did that. Or we took water for that reason, but we also drank our own water. I think we took some drinks, I'm not sure, but I know we definitely had water, and then we just had juice because I was not paying for the drink package. I wasn't doing that because I'm like, I don't even drink that much at home. I know I'm not gonna drink that much on a cruise. So but yeah, that's the only thing about it, about like the add-ons to the cruise, like the drink package, the internet is not included in what you pay for the cruise. So but as far as like the restaurants, they will tell you what restaurants are included in the price of the cruise. So like the pizza places, like some of the deli places were included, like the cafeteria, I can't think of what you call it now, but like the cafeteria is like a buffet style where you can kind of go in and get whatever you want. That's included in the price. You can go in and out of there as much as you like. They had like a like taco place where we got tacos, like I said, the pizza place. The Starbucks was not included, that's extra, so you'd have to pay out of pocket if you want to get coffee from Starbucks. I'm trying to think, were there any other places that were included in the price that you pay for the cruise? I can't think right now. But the pizza was good as well. We went and got pizza a few nights while we were there, a few days while we were there. But that's one thing I loved about the cruise, is that everything pretty much is included. So you don't have to worry about any extras unless you want to pay for extra. But the food is included, the entertainment is included. Yeah, so definitely highly recommend, if you've never been on a cruise before, get to booking. It is expensive, and Royal Caribbean I think is probably one of the most expensive ones, is what I was told. Carnival is a little bit cheaper because it is what it is. Y'all I'm sure y'all heard about Carnival, the difference between Carnival and Royal Caribbean. But if you're on a budget and you feel like a budget, then I would say Carnival is probably your best bet. But if you really want the experience, then I would say Royal Caribbean. Like, save up to go Royal Caribbean is what I would say, especially for your first experience, because you want your first experience to be the best experience. The only thing like I said, I wish the weather was a little bit better, but we still had a good time because everything literally is on the ship. You don't ever have to get off the ship unless you want to. We wanted to because we wanted to explore Nassau, because I've never been there, and it was one of the places that I wanted to explore. Even though we didn't get to see as much as I wanted to, still I was able to go to Atlantis and kind of see, you know, Atlantis. Not all of it, because you can't really go inside the hotel unless you are a guest. But for the most part, I saw as much as I wanted to see. All right, so clearly I need to wrap this up because I just changed my battery, so clearly I'm talking a whole lot. So let me wrap this update up. But it's been months, y'all. It's been 5 months since I've been on here, so bear with me. You're gonna get a long video because we got a lot of catching up to do. But yeah, so that's the trip. That's our first cruise, our first time out of the country. Like, it was a whole ordeal. Like, I had to get passports, we had to get birth certificates, we had to do all the things, because we did end up getting passports. So you didn't need a passport. You could go on a cruise, at least I think most cruises you can get on or go with just your birth certificate, but because we already knew I needed to get passports anyway, we just went ahead and got our passports, and it didn't take long to get them. So and the lines as far as to get on the ship was not long because of the fact that we had passports. I feel like it still went pretty well on the way there and getting off. Like, we didn't have to wait in line too long. Like, it wasn't even a wait at all. I don't think so. We didn't have a bad experience there. We didn't check our bags. We ended up taking our bags on with us because, like I said, the line was not long. As soon as we got through with our passports, we went straight to our room. And I think we had to wait maybe 10-15 minutes before they opened it up for us to be able to go on and get to our rooms. But that wasn't unbearable. It wasn't anything too crazy. So but yeah, that was our first experience out of the country, first experience on a cruise. Definitely highly recommend it. Definitely going to be going on more cruises. I definitely want to take my son on our next one. We won't go on another one without him because I really hate that he didn't get to go, but he's in college, so I didn't want him to miss school because of that reason. So but definitely the next time we go, hopefully, or we definitely were gonna take him with us. So so that was April. And then, sorry, the sun is starting to stun right now. It's wanting to come out. It's been raining like crazy. That's another thing why I also think I haven't been productive, because it's been raining so much since like April. I guess since April. I guess April showers brought May flowers, June flowers, July showers. I mean, yeah, it's been raining crazy, like nonstop. So anywho, so that was April, and then we'll go jump into May. May was also a pretty busy month for me. I got a new car, so that definitely was not on my bingo card. 2026 bingo card was not to get a new car, but things happened. It worked out where I could get a new car, so I did. You know, you're gonna spend your money on something, right? Even though a car is probably not the best investment, but I am glad I got it. At first I was like, I don't know, but I've had it at this point. Like I said, I got it in May, the beginning of May actually. I got it May 2nd to be exact. I'll pop up the picture of the day that I got it and also show you some footage of the car. But yeah, it is a Audi Q7. This is my third Audi. I've had two Q6s. I had a black Q6. An Audi Q6 was my first ever Audi, and then I had another Audi Q6 after that, which was white. So this is my third Audi car. I love the Audis. I stand by them. Never had any issues. Never had any problems. Never had any issues with maintenance or anything. So I love Audis. So I wanted something bigger, like an SUV type of car, because we don't have an SUV. We have trucks and we have cars, but we don't have an SUV. And I'm tall. Like, we're a tall family. I don't need a small car. And the A6 it's pretty small. Like, it's fine if you have like small kids, but I have older kids. We're all like 5'8" and up. So riding around in a family car, like an A6 is not a family car for people that are like almost 6 foot tall. So I needed to get rid of that car. So now we all can comfortably fit into my Q7. So really nice car. The main thing I wanted was brown interior. I didn't really care about the outside, and I really didn't want to get another white car, but because of the interior matters to me more so than the exterior. Just because I love brown. I love brown interior. I've had a brown interior with one of my other older vehicles that I've had before in the past. But yeah, I just wanted brown interior. So this particular one had brown interior, and I was kind of going between getting the Q6 or getting the Q7 and the Q8. The Q8 is more of a coupe style, more of a sporty style. And it does not have the 3 rows like the Q7. So not that I'll need the 3 rows. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I did that. I should have got a Q8. But like I said, I got this particular car because of the interior. I wanted the brown interior. So but yeah, so that happened in May. And then of course Mother's Day, we just went out to eat. I'll show you guys my outfit of the day for Mother's Day, because I didn't post it. Did I post it on I think I posted this on TikTok. This is probably the last thing I posted on TikTok, was in May, was my little Mother's Day outfit. So we just kind of hung out at the house. I think my husband cooked, because I was just like, you know what, let's just stay home and just have a home cooked meal. So that's what happened. We went to church that day, came home and ate, had a home cooked meal for Mother's Day. So it was lovely. And then in June, my daughter, I think it was in June, my daughter had, like I said, she plays travel ball. So we've gone kind of traveling this summer. We went to Panama City Beach for her travel ball tournament there. So it was nice, just me and my kids. My husband wasn't able to go, so we just kind of hung out in Panama City Beach for a few days. I'll show you guys kind of some pictures of that trip. This cover up that I have on is from Amazon. Again, like I said, any outfits that I share with you guys, I'll try to link it down below in the description box, so check down there. But yeah, the hat, it's old. I think it's probably from Shein or something. My glasses, I think those are from 12 PM Studios, from Janae Naylor's brand. And then I had a bathing suit, just like a brown bathing suit underneath it that had like a double strap. That was just like a one strap, but it was a double strap. Again, I will try to link it down in the description box for you guys, because it came from Amazon. Oh, the sun is sunning. I'm sorry if my face is just like illuminating. Or actually, no, I'm not sorry, because yeah, nothing like a good old glow, right? But yeah, it's so bright. Hold on, I got to fix this because it is way too bright. I don't know, I feel like that didn't help anything at all. It didn't, because the way I have like a part here in my windows that doesn't have like what do you call it, blinds. So I don't think that helped at all. But girl, we're gonna get through this video. We almost done. But yeah, so we went to Panama City Beach, hung out there. It was just a weekend thing, so we just hung out there. Panama City Beach isn't far from where I live. It's probably about a 4 or 5 hour drive, more so 5 hour drive. So you know, it wasn't too bad. So we went there at the end of May. What else is going on? We also did a few like a kitchen renovation. In the midst of everything else going on, we also had a kitchen renovation. I don't even know, I didn't take footage like the before or after, but I can show you like the after footage. When did we do this? I think we did this before our cruise or after. It was either right before or right after our cruise when we got our kitchen remodel. We just basically just got the backsplash redone, as well as our countertops. That was like one of the big projects on our to-do list for our house, was to get our kitchen redone. So yeah, that was also a process too. Poor guy that did it, he was just like, he was going through the ringer with Lowe's, because that's who we went through we went through Lowe's. And the guy that they hired, bless his heart, they really just they really screwed him over. They really did. But he did such an awesome job with our kitchen. We love it. It's like a subway tile as far as the backsplash, which I was kind of going back and forth about whether or not I wanted that. Like, it took forever. Like, I'm not indecisive, but I just want, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. And I don't want to I don't want to ever get into a place where I'll regret getting something and then just have to redo it. Like, I didn't want that. So it took a minute to kind of figure out what we wanted. And the things that we did want was either out of stock, no longer available. So it took a minute to figure out mainly the backsplash. I feel like the countertops was a no-brainer, but the backsplash took a minute. So and then we also got a new kitchen sink. Our kitchen sink is black, so it matches the cabinets. And then we ended up getting a new faucet. So the faucet that we got was new. The sink itself is new. It's just like a one-piece type of thing. I'm so glad I went with that, because we had like a divider type of sink, but I like the bigger style because I can put like big pans in there, like big pots in there to soak if I need them to, and not instead of like putting them on my counter, because the sink we had in there was pretty small, because like I said, it was a double sink, so it was pretty small and it couldn't fit like really big pots. So this one can fit really big pots because it's kind of deep as well as wide, and it's black, so I love that. Definitely child proof, right? Even though I don't have no children, like small kids, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so that's what we did with the kitchen. And like I said, I think we did that before our cruise or after, I can't remember. Any other things going on? That's it. That is pretty much it. We also just went to Gatlinburg again. Like I said, my daughter, she is playing travel ball, so one of the other tournaments they went to was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I did not do any footage of that. Me, my kids, because my son is also helping coach my daughter's team as well as my dad. So my dad and my son were coaching my daughter's team. So we went to Gatlinburg this past weekend, actually. From the time you see this video, this past weekend we went to Gatlinburg. And like I said, I didn't take any videos, any footage of that trip, because we've gone there so much at this point. I mean, we've gone to Panama City so much at this point too, but we've gone a lot to Gatlinburg, a lot that I didn't even think to like vlog or take any footage. I will say that we did have a bear encounter as we were going down the road. There's a bear that just basically crossed the road and like hopped onto the other side. Huge bear, but you know, we're in the mountains, so it's inevitable that you're gonna run into a bear or two. So that was our only bear encounter. That was fun. That was fun. I'm scary, you know, I'm a scary person, so that was not fun for me actually, but we had fun. My parents went, like I said, me and my son and my daughter, and we just kind of hung out, had family time. We rented a cabin. I'll actually link the cabin that we rented out. I'll link it down below if you're interested in like any cabins. If you like want to go on a cabin trip, I'd highly recommend this one. It wasn't the best cabin, I will say, and the location is great. The location is excellent, but it's very much so some windy roads. Like you're gonna have to make a turn basically like this and go up a hill. This was twice. Very windy roads, so you definitely make sure that you go in a vehicle that has four-wheel drive, or you won't be able to get up the hill. So, but that was kind of the fun in it, right? Like you're in a cabin in the woods, you gotta have that whole experience. But it was a nice cabin. Very quiet, no issues, you know. But anyway, but that's it, y'all. I think that's enough. I don't know how long this video is, but like I said, it's been a minute since I've been on here, so we had a lot to catch up with. So from here on out, you know, I'm going to give you guys fashion content, you know, resume the regularly scheduled program with fashion content as well as vlogs sprinkled in there too. Or you guys let me know what kind of content you want to see from me. Do you want to see the same content that you've been seeing, or do you want to see something different, something new, something fresh? I am up for any and all suggestions. If you just want to see fashion content, of course I can do that too, because I've been doing some shopping. I've still been shopping. That ain't changed. That ain't changed. I have bought a whole bunch of stuff for this trip and just in general for spring. So I'll try to do, if y'all want to see it, I'll do a haul. Like I haven't shopped recently. Actually, no, that's a lie. I just ordered some stuff this week actually, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because prior to that, I hadn't ordered anything since May, which is good for me. We're going in July, so I haven't ordered anything since May. Probably sooner than May, maybe April. So I got a lot of stuff. So if you want to see a haul of all the things that I purchased, you know, a cumulative haul or collective haul of all the things that I purchased for like summertime, then let me know, and I'll be glad to share that if you guys want to see it. If you don't, that's fine. I know people really aren't into hauls anymore as much as they used to, you know, and you know, understandably so, because with a lot going on in the world, nobody wants to see someone just compulsively shop, and I get it. But I love to shop. I work hard for my money, and I don't need to justify my shopping at all, but I love to shop. I really do. So I'm willing to share with you guys what I purchased if you want to see it. If not, that's fine. Like I said, we can do something else. If you want to see outfit ideas, the Pinterest inspired outfits videos, you guys want to continue to see that, let me know. Or any kind of like summer outfits, let me know. I wore more outfits on these trips. Obviously I didn't, I don't have any footage of the ones that I didn't wear. Of the ones that I did wear, some of the footage I don't have, or I didn't do videos or any kind of photos of some of the outfits that I did wear when I was on the cruise. So if you want to see like maybe a resort wear type of video where I share with you guys like resort wear, what to wear on a resort or what to wear on vacation, something like that, let me know. Or if you guys want to see Pinterest inspired outfits video, let me know, like for the specifically for the summertime. I think I'm gonna do like summer trends, some of my favorite summer trends. I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, like I said, I'm open to any and all suggestions if you guys have anything that you want to see. So, but that's it. That's enough yapping for one day. Like, we're back with a bang with my yapping self. So if you're new here, I yap. I do. This is what it is. We're girls. We're having a good time, sharing our love for all things, fashion, beauty, lifestyle, whatever. So yeah, if you're new here, yeah, I like to talk a lot on here. So but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to stay consistent with this thing here and not go MIA for 5 more months. Hopefully I'm gonna try to get you guys a video as soon as possible, because I feel like if I go a whole week, another week without doing a video, I won't do it. So I'm gonna try to edit this video and then hopefully get it out for you guys by Wednesday. Hopefully you guys will see this video on a Wednesday. If not, at least I recorded it, so you'll see it at some point. So but thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, thank you for hanging in there with me, for not unsubscribing because I have been MIA. Like I said, I've been doing fine, doing well, everything's going good, life is good, God is good all the time. All the time God is good. Okay, so all right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye guys.